EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down, Murray. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
At the 11-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8.
From the gun, Murray. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was taken down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You'd have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game. showing up here in the first half.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. On first down, Bennett. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Operating from the gun, Murray. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Escaping the... Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and...
Now it's Herbert.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there. And now it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 39.
Come on.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're doing a lot of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Herbert taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Back to throw here, Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Dolphins 10, Chiefs nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, this time to the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
For the running back.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun, Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We got this.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Tackled by Christian Fulton. The give to Taylor. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll look to run with Taylor. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute. I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards help. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Henry runs 79 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55. Check 55.
Clean his foot. Clean his foot. You seen it, Kev?
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Hey,
That's what I'd like to see.
if you reach now, you just booty.
Fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Run you over. Line 36. Line 36.
Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Balazs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun now from Murray. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B, let's go. Now let's get there. Let's go, let's go. 58 is the mic, 58.
Throwing again. Murray eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Flushed out right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Matt Weil now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Bennett. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on third down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing on first down is Murray. Reception here by Ruggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Kansas City Chiefs.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Over the middle here to Brown. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 31. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
30-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, check.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Kalen Ballage, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is good.
And his kick is good.
Ties the game at 17. Jason
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
58 Right here, right here.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And complete on the right side to Bennett. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Here we go. Here we go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On play action, it's Murray. This to Jarwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. almost his bread and butter, is a good running back dive play.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Dolphins 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert now to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, they really could have turned this one upside down.
3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bennett, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Today's final score, Chiefs 24, Dolphins 17.
That's how you turn the fuck up, man. 24 straight. No cap. Nigga said I wasn't gonna get my first one. Come on, man. I ain't even want this motherfucker. You dig? I ain't even want this motherfucker, G.
Look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see it when I get on the ground.
Feel me? I'm like 24 straight, G.
I'm lit, so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the middle,
Sure.
work the middle, 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 work the
17, let's know you came out talking.
I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven.
You know what we did wrong, man?
Wonder if she like a stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish. What? That shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound like swish. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
Ready.
Hold on.
Damn, y'all, we let nothing slip away, bro. Come on, Dave. You can't keep letting shit slip away. You supposed to, come on, man. All you gotta do now, you get to think about you supposed to have 3 championships, bro. Like that shit don't feel good. Oh man, that's the only reason. Come on, man. Damn, you supposed to have 3. You supposed to be talking big. You letting shit slip all out your hands and shit. Easy peasy shit. Come on, man. What's your problem? It's all good. That's all this. We out there playing unsmart football and hella shit. Come on, Dave. What happened to the John Gruden offense, man?
Got it next week. You ran that versus them niggas, that's what happened.
We gonna hit your ass.
Play again. Let a nigga get a 17-point lead, G.
I done came back on you.
I'm talking to the commissioner and hella shit. I told them I couldn't come to practice today. That's why I'm getting delayed games and hella shit. And when I missed that field goal. 24 straight though, G. Second half. Come on, man. You know what you did? Hey, don't do it again. Get that nigga out of there. He threw the game away.
That was on me. I do it too late. The nigga had to turn around instead of being in front of him. They had to be in front of him to call him monster.
We caught on to his favorite play, G. Derwin and Denzel. Nah, I'm saying we caught on to that shit at the end, though. So you went out your element? You're not ready for that big stage to go back to back. Or not even back to back. But you're not ready for that stage, though.
You ain't going back to back, so it's all good.
I'm not.
That's guaranteed. You can't beat me, B. Come on, man. You just let me explain what I did.
I just played with you and beat you.
Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a spring.
You cool as cheap.
Can I kick it? Just the flex.
You know that.
Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey. Could count on my power and look at my dogs from way back then.
Oh, gee, I don't see how you let that nigga run it up.
The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so
I had fell asleep, woke up.
How did the lady go miss?
Dang.
How she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her.
I had to wipe my eyes again.
They kissed and we did it, and that's how we kicked. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah.
I'm gonna be on today, but I gotta leave in a little bit real quick.
Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have
Depending on how long niggas take, I'm ready to play. We ready for the draft. We ready for the fucking draft. That nigga cool as shit.
What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
Can I kick it?
Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Step on, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on,
Really?
spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zone, go, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, step on, spin move, in zone, go, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show, I had to kick off and go, I had to kick off and go, putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold with a trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a name now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just a
I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't
we
give
ready,
up
man.
about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that
second nature. All is automatic.
Man, get to the shit, man. Shout out to them defending champs. Been a minute since the nigga did something like that, though. 21st September. What did I give up? Hey, we gotta go get the ball. All I know is 21st straight. All I know is 21st straight, man. Mm-hmm.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trip.
I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the ball on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Jay like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm fit to get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me.
Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming. The Bills are now on the clock.
She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in a way. Got a new Chris Watch, but it don't take time. I pull up on the hop if it's talking too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19.
I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All the more on my wrist, going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. I take the finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo. Nike check.
This should definitely be a vacuum.
Titans are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
The Rams are now on the clock.
Cheat.
The Bills are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock.
Well, them boys ain't doing enough. Just say what you want from 'em. What you want for the little nigga? Nah. I'm gonna be saying he can't get it done over there. The fucking vibes, man. Okay.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Which one has more? To lose over missing field goal? I give up 24 straight.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. Say the whipping it up with the whole squad. Are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man.
I'm not one of them niggas you could do that to, though. You know what it was? You still thought you was playing that same nigga from the last game. So you was having your way with him, huh? The bull, boy.
We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are
clear in my
conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights.
So my niggas keep fighting.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece.
You gotta break up that favorite play, G. There you go, pull it on you. I don't want you to call that motherfucker again. I don't want you to run that shit. You cool as hell.
Flag on the play.
We like to party, huh?
That's a flag on the play. Flag on the play.
You cool as shit.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. We gon' throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone,
we sitting in two different boats.
Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like I'm fighting. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
As you should.
You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped
What that nigga say?
Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Come on, y'all. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Pull you down with me, down with me.
Yeah.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name on my crowd, got a thou on the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't y'all? Nights like this, I wish I was with y'all. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your
Just the nigga we wanted to see, man.
Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cab. So many couches I cried. Shout out South Street Tree and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the sucker up.
I'm finna have to leave real quick. Shaking for what? That's cool too. He's not. He probably get 3. He ain't getting 7 though. He know that. Shit, I'll be back probably like an hour. Alright, you're not hitting niggas when I get back.
Alright.
Alright.